Good afternoon, it's Thursday, and I have a question for you. What is the worst thing that you can do in your marriage? Like, that you probably all do. At some point, everyone's done. So what is the worst habit that you can get into in your marriage? Got any ideas? Well, there could probably be a lot of them. But the one we're going to talk about today is called the blame game. And why is this the worst thing that you can do in your marriage? Well, here's the thing. What does blaming do? Blaming is a way of trying to get the attention off of ourselves and onto the other person, because when we get caught doing something that we're maybe embarrassed about or ashamed of, or don't really want to admit that it was us because we know that it was like, why did I do that? Or who did that? Or who would do something like that? Then the first thing we do is to say, well, if you wouldn't have, or we might say, well, you also. Have you ever done those things? And then the other thing is, that's kind of like a blame, but kind of not, and that is the manipulation game. So manipulation and blame can sound a lot alike, and they kind of go hand in hand sometimes, because sometimes people use blaming to manipulate the other person's feelings and to manipulate them into taking responsibility for something that maybe isn't their responsibility. In any case, the blame game can be super simple, where you just want to protect yourself, or it can be super complicated, where you're trying to use it to get somebody else to take responsibility. Now, that sounds kind of similar, but they're really very different motivations. And the motivation is, one is to control the other person, and the other is to just protect yourself. But the bottom line is, the reason this is such a bad thing is that everybody does it. Everybody does it. It takes the form of laundry dumping. When I don't want to be responsible for what I did, and I know I did it wrong, I'll throw a lot of things at my partner, maybe. Like, well, you do this and this and this and this and this wrong. So my one thing that I did bad can't be that bad if you do 5 things that are bad. But when we do this blame game, when we cast blame on others rather than take responsibility for what we did, what it does is it tears down the trust in our relationship. And when you have made a commitment to be with your partner for the rest of your life, why would you want to not trust that person? Why would you want to have that trust torn down? It doesn't make any sense, because the person who is supposed to be the most for you, they've chosen you. They think that you're awesome. They think that you're great. So why would you want to hurt them and create a barrier between you and them? And anytime that we're not really honest with ourselves, and we are trying to blame our partner rather than take responsibility for our own mistakes, shortcomings, faults, bad habits, whatever they are, when we do that, we create a barrier between us. Now, do you really want a barrier between you and your lifelong partner? Or do you want to work together with them? Really trusting relationships learn to accept each other and not expect perfection, because we can all make a mistake. And if you don't think you can make a mistake, well, then maybe part of the problem is that you have too much perfection for yourself. Ooh, too much self-expectation. In any case, this blame game tears down the trust between you and your partner. And you want to be building trust when you have a relationship, not tearing it down. So how do you get beyond that? Because none of us really wants to admit when we've made a mistake or done something on purpose or done something on accident. None of us wants to take responsibility for that. We don't like mistakes. We don't like errors. We don't like getting caught. But it's really good to just admit that you've been caught or made a mistake. For example, how many of you are going through your day and you forget to do something? maybe it's a big deal. Maybe you forgot to go by and make a deposit at the bank, and that means there's going to be bounce checks, and that means there's going to be bounce check fees. Or how many of you have gotten home and forgot to go get gas in the vehicle, and the other person needs to get up first thing in the morning and be somewhere really early, and there's not going to be a whole lot of gas stations open? How many of you have forgotten to turn the washing machine on for your partner when they are on a time limit? They're supposed to be getting on a plane somewhere or going to a special meeting, and they said, you know, it's all set up. All you have to do is push start, and you forgot. So we've all done these things. And instead of just saying, oh man, babe, you know what? I am really sorry. I really blew it. Is there anything I can do to help fix this? Can I go out and get gas right now? Is there any place open? I'll go even though I'm tired. Or can I go get you another, you know, outfit from the store or something? Usually that doesn't work real well for women. For men it might, but most of us women are a little bit pickier about what we wear. So what can you do to remedy it? Just say you're sorry and go on. And if someone plays a blame game with you, if someone turns it around on you when you're trying to take responsibility, just say, hey, can we just right now take a step back? Because I'm trying to take responsibility for what I did wrong. So please don't play the blame game with me. Or maybe don't say that. They might take that the wrong way. They might take that as an accusation. Instead, just say, hey, can we just have a little moment here to just, I'm taking responsibility for my part. So can we just have a little bit of space right now? I know you're frustrated. I know you're upset. I'm working at taking responsibility for my part, and I'm trying to figure out a way to remedy this if I can this time. Can we just go with that good part, that I am trying to take responsibility and not blaming you like I normally do? Okay? Take a little breather at that point. It's going to be really hard if you've been doing this as a habit to break the habit for yourself, and also to not expect your partner to turn around and suddenly quit playing the blame game. And if they choose to continue, you just choose to do the right thing. It's not about making somebody else do what's right. It's about doing the right thing yourself. So you need to be the kind of person for your partner that is a person that they can come to and trust. And I hope that they want to be the kind of partner for you that you can come to and that you can trust. Now, it doesn't always happen immediately. If we change, it doesn't mean everybody else is going to change. But don't play the blame game no matter what, because it's not good for you. It's not good for the people you love and work with. So have a great day. And I hope you've enjoyed this little moment for families and marriages. Have a great day. Bye-bye.